what was the hiring philosophy like, and how did you ensure that you were building the right culture and basically bringing on board the right players to scale that company?
That's a very important question, Saif. Thanks for asking. The VCs, what they look for is a idea, especially the tier ones, that could be converted into a multi-billion-dollar opportunity. And then the second thing that they look for is the team. And team, I would say, is even more important. And when you're building the team, what you do is you always obviously hire on merit, and then you look for people who have the expertise in the area which you're trying to build a company. And so we went to an organization which had done a startup before, and they were acquired by another company. And we had worked with those folks, and we identified who would be the right people to bring into the company to be able to build a solution at scale for the large enterprises. So we hired our VP of engineering and started building the team that way. Then we also did a very interesting thing, which we learned very early days at Cisco, because, when Atif joined Cisco, he was just graduating from university. And within a few months, they were so dependent upon him that he had to go back one summer to take a few more classes. And they were, calling the university to just give him the degree. Over. So we learned very early on that if you hire good talent from universities and marry that with the experienced people, then that can allow you to scale the company, because you may not always find the talent, very senior people, in the industry that you're in. So it's not kind of 80-20 rule, but I would say probably 70-30, 30% of the people are very, very experienced. And then, the rest of the 70 you hire based on their capabilities and background from good schools and good engineering background. So that's how we built. So the team is extremely important. And then the third piece I would say is when you're trying to execute on the vision, you have to stay focused and not let people do unnecessary things, because it's very easy to get carried away as engineers and build a very complicated system, and also unnecessary feature sets, right? Not going to be utilized much. I mean, even if I look back at Cisco or some of the other companies, a lot of the stuff that gets built, it never gets utilized by the customers, and then you always are focused on, hey, why did we build it? And, should we just get rid of it? Even if one customer is using it, it's very hard to get rid of the features that you build. So you have to be very, very careful as product management team or engineering team to make sure that you try to build only the necessary stuff, and for that you need a lot of experience. So Atif, perhaps you can add to that.
Yeah, no, one of the most important things is, as Amir said, focus, and you have to whatever you're building, you have to build according to a use case, or you have to see what is the actual problem that you're solving for the customer. So what are the pain points which you're solving for the customer? So having a use case and not just doing a science project or something. So that just takes you in a different direction, and then you're way off usually. So our thing was always, in the previous company as well as this company, that whatever we are doing, there has to be a use case for the customers that you're solving, and stay very focused on that. So obviously you have to look for, you have to have a vision, and you have to work towards that vision. And there are certain things which you come up with and which you believe in, that which are going to be required and which you have to do. But at the same time, you have to be very focused on what you're building is is going to be used, and it's going to be helping customers solve a pain point. So use cases, our approach has always been use cases, and we always work with the customers and make sure that we validate those use cases with them. So having a set of customers also who trust you, and you trust them, especially in the beginning when you start. That's very important. And luckily, we had a few of such enterprises which trusted us, and in both companies, previous one as well as this one, and we made sure that we were building something which was solving a big use case, helping them with their pain points and stuff.